That looks good. Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome to Survival Russia and welcome to another video on the 6x6 off-road vehicle project. Today we'll start cutting up this little guy there, and after we've done this I'll fill you in on how we're gonna make the 6-wheel drive and all sorts of stuff, because many of you guys have been asking about that. And always check out Savotta, UF Pro and Silky, links in the description. So as I said, we're gonna remove this top there. I'm gonna unscrew, hopefully, this frame for the soft top, for such a soft top there, because it's worth something. So let's spray something here. Very interesting, right? I'll get back to you when we have unbolted this stuff here. Right guys, so I think we're ready to get the first part of the roof here off, and then cut. Let's see if it goes off or not. Let's på Torsten. Yeah, that looks good. We got it off, and now I just need to get this part here off. He's attached it in some funky way, because we of course need that frame. But I'll continue, and I'll get back to you guys when we start to cut off the rest of the stuff here, because we're gonna cut it all the way to the frame, right? So hang on there guys. And by the way, if you would like to consider supporting the channel and the project and all that good stuff, I highly appreciate it. I'm really happy about you guys already doing so. We have PayPal, merchandise, and we have Patreon of course. Thank you to all of you guys who are supporting the channel, it's super awesome. So if you feel like doing that, then you can find the links in the description. Du kan også bruge den her, hvis du vil. Godt. Og så den der, Torsten. Basically, I think we're gonna try and remove the floor on the sides all together, so we have the frame underneath there exposed. That would be super awesome. Awesome. Alright, seems like we're getting somewhere here. I'm just trying to break the spot welds. So I went and got a bigger hammer. It might be a little bit more than a spot weld, but I got it anyway. Let's see what we have down here. Well, this guy here had a pretty tough life, I can see. Not quite there. We have another little frame mount out there. Not so awesome. Haha! We got a piece off, which is not too bad. The owner have been a little bit, or the previous owner have, or who knows which owner, have been a little bit brutal. He needed to put up this muffler here, and it looks like he just whacked a hole through the frame and used some baling wire or steel wire anyway, and that's it. But anyway, we of course gonna need this rear differential. We're gonna need the front suspension arms, and we're gonna need the torsion bars in here and so on. But I want to see if I can just brutalize this floor off, and let's take a look at what's down here, because that is a little bit interesting if you are a car nerd or mechanical nerd, and I guess you are if you're watching this video here. Anyway, if you're still here. It's relatively rare that you see that the frames on these guys here are so worn. It seems like it's working. If it's not working, I get a bigger hammer. Because that almost always works. But it's not too scary or too bad with the frame here. We're just gonna construct, we're just gonna make a new one, and that's all. Alright guys, so it's the day after. It's a little bit better light than yesterday evening, right? So let's take a look at what it is we got here. So as we can see, the frame on this guy here is pretty rotted out, which is actually pretty rare. Maybe it's just a bad batch of steel or something like that. It's not the case with that one at all. It's not the case with my Lars also, so I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, we will have to fabricate the last part of the frame if we imagine that we would use this here as the front module, right? You can see these guys here, they're relatively thin. If they have to be extended out to here or something like this, we'll anyway have to beef up the frame a little bit. So that is not that bad actually. This suspension assembly just unbolts with 4 bolts, and we can take this whole thing out. Here we have the drive axles, of course. There we have the portal hubs, suspension arm, swing arm thingy, and then we have the differential. In here we have something interesting, because this is a tube, as you can see, and inside of this tube we have the propeller shaft. That's a funky construction actually. This is the rear differential block, or lock, whatever we want to call it. So a lot of you guys have asked, how do we make the output for the third set of wheels here, and that is quite simple actually. Here we have a differential. this differential splits in half right around here. I of course have to clean it up with the power washer, but it splits off in two halves. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a third differential, or if I can get the body for the differential here, that will be awesome, but just any old differential, and we'll take this part here, not this part but a similar part, unbolt this rear lid here, or what we can call it, a rear case, and then we're gonna have two of these guys here, because these are identical, except from this has an input and this doesn't have an input output, right? So if we put two of these halves here, one half there, then we can extend the output towards the third set of wheels. Doing it like this will of course result in that this output here turns in the opposite direction, right? But there's a solution to that. If we imagine that this is the last differential sitting out here somewhere, we can take this, we can split the case, and then we will take this guy here, put it there, this guy, put it there, and then we will turn it around like this, and then it will turn the same way. That's pretty awesome, I think. I figured that out myself, all by myself. But I'll get this cleaned up and stuff. And I think the next video we're gonna do on this theme here, we are gonna remove this rear suspension assembly. We're gonna remove the differential, the prop shaft and all that funky stuff. Open it up and see what we have. One thing we most likely definitely have to do is that we have to rebuild or renovate, or what we can say, the small portal hubs there. The good thing about that is that I've already done 4 of them, so I know how they work and I know where to get the parts and all that funky stuff. So this is where we are with the 6x6 project for now. So guys, please check the links in the description. Please consider supporting the channel and the projects and all that good stuff. And until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. See you in the next video, guys, and thank you very much for your time and support.